What's up? What's up, my peoples? Overstanding darkness, car talk, coming back at you. Thursday night, 7 o'clock edition. Um, just waiting on my guests. In the meantime, like I always like to do, I hit you with a little of my hip hop called The Voices.
The voices of lyrical pain. The voices of lyrical pain.
I don't know, I like to do a little hip hop.
The voices of lyrical pain will remain whack MCs are slain. The voices of lyrical pain will remain purify hip hop's domain. Man, no math in my dome, it's like I'm never alone. At a party or at home, stand a lyrical stone. Voices built in chromosomes remain hard like stones.
Come
Also do a little poetry.
To a higher poetical flow, to our elevated poetical flow. I was told, trust in the Father and good would unfold. And I was bold. I wanted understanding of the universe at 10 years old. Awareness I hold, it keeps me warm when people are cold. My roots are sowed in the infinite and ready to explode. One mode of my communication is with my poetic nation. Poetic rhyming unification, self-revelation, and inspiration. Power from within, through restraint breathe in. Our thoughts to reason. Negative energies your season. Even your body goes through seasons. 4 temperates, in it set. Fire and air and hair it. Water and earth for a perfect celestial fit. From high to low. Spirit down to the physical. Shading, covering the one eternal. Center of conscious flow. In every individual, soul is broken off from the planetary whole. Each with the will to control. Going upward until it's full. Spiritual pull. The urge to grow into the light and merge. Then serve the divine with words that surge to ignite minds with light, plus cosmic insight to spark a desire or like to search out what's right. I have many styles that flow as I go to a higher level. An elevated poetical is what I show. Like fabric, I'm woven. Like a plan, I'm unfolding. Like a prophet, I'm chosen. God consciousness, I'm holding. Wrapped in fleshly clothing. Like a stack of papers, there's many layers your consciousness bears. Evolution's what tears off the spares. Parts and pieces, your soul releases. As living light increases, with cosmic awareness as your thesis, your ego ceases. With love for all, in unity there's no flaw. My third eye saw how willpower can fall to the animal call when instincts prevail and hearts can't feel. Only learning to love is real, but to most it's not a big deal. Low physical pleasures conceal the other side, your spiritual bride. A higher conscious ride with your mind open wide. There's nothing to hide, just energy inside, plus positive for the minus. It's very difficult to find this in a world that acts mindless, so I leave poems that are timeless. My elevated poetical flow.
My people. But that was just one of my poems. As I open up tonight, I really wanted to talk about time. Yes, time and how it's flowing and how it relates to each of us differently. All right. I had a revelation like probably the past week, and I just started focusing in on controlling time. Me and Jazzy, he was supposed to be on. Maybe he'll be coming in a minute. But we talked about this, how to control time, how to open up every minute into seconds, every hour into minutes, how to see it, how to flow it. So I had started in the book of Metu Netter that we all know, that I've talked about many times, Netu Netter, Spiritual Cultivation. It talks about breath control. And it also talks about your different states of consciousness, meaning you have 3 introverted consciousnesses and 3 extroverted. So one focuses on the inside, A, B, and C. One focuses on the outside, A, B, and C. So right now, while we're doing this cast, we're all in an extroverted consciousness focused on the outside world. All right. So the focus is on what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. That's just one of the states of the 6 that we have. All right. The second one underneath there is when you're still relaxed, focused on the outside, but you're still focused on the outside, but you're more relaxed. That's when you're like reading a book, daydreaming, right? But then you have the third one, C, which is you're focused and you're energized on the outside of what's going on. What does that mean? Hold on. Here go Jazzy Fizzle.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Jazzy?
Coolin'. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm good. I
almost forgot.
You forgot about me?
No, I ain't forget about you. You know I got that new amp, so
we was just sitting here. I was telling them about time and how you control time.
Yes, sir.
And the different states of how you can be focused, totally focused like we are now, intermingling what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. But you could be focused, but yet reading. So when you're reading the words on the outside. Oh, there go my girl.
Hey, I had dinner work today, so my mouth's still sore and my lips full. So
I'm sorry, love.
That's okay. Hey.
Sorry.
Right. We're going through it. We were just talking about time. Well, I was talking about time and how it affects us and how it shapes what we do. Even the perception of time that hasn't came yet, meaning your future or your past. But most of us skip over the present. And I was talking about how we can be focused on the outside, like right now, what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good. You could be reading where you're focused on the outside, but you're really more relaxed mentally. So you can daydream. The book becomes a part of you. You can see images while you're reading. Then the last state is, which most people don't understand, it's the trance state, where you're focused, but you're not focused. You're unfocused on the outside. Mm-hmm. But this is still extroverted, and you're like out there. It's like when you're not only in a daydream, but you're just knocked out. You're up, your eyes are open, but you're not seeing what everyone else is seeing. You know what I'm saying, Jazzy? Mm-hmm. Miss Visa, but you just, when someone snaps, they feel like, oh, and you come back to life. But then you have your introverted state, right? Your introverted state is when you go on the inside. So you have that the state that everyone knows is asleep. That means you're unfocused and you're not using any of your energy to do anything. You're just letting the spirit go, be free. It's over. You know what I'm saying? You see what you see and you don't. But that second stage, when you come up from that, when you can be focused on the inner you and using your energy, either obsession or possession. Possession is when you allow the inner deity in you, the spirits, the ancestors to take over and allow them to show you things. That's when Brother Panic be like, I be going places and move, because he's been possessed by his inner self, his higher self. Then you have obsessions, meaning when you're going because you have this highly charged passion, whatever passion that may be. It's charging you to go into the state of trance where you're going through and you're seeing stuff.
Like when you first get a taste of this.
Yeah.
You almost become obsessed with it. You want to study, you want to know it all.
Right. But depending on what state you in, once you can realize it and you can see the time for what it is, you can start opening up them hours and the minutes. You can open up the minutes and the seconds. So you've seen, you're realizing you're in the present, and the past and the future has less effect on you. It's especially good for those that suffer from depression or trauma. Because what it can do is it can focus your energy into the present of what's going on right here, right now, not really worrying about the past, not really worrying about the future.
Because that's what ancients mean, you're worrying about the future, and
Right.
Depression is you're worried about the past.
Is to worry about the past.
The best
But
thing
the
to do is
time
just be in the
itself
present.
is the key. Most of us don't pay attention to time. In fact, Jazzy, when I was telling them how we were going through controlling time. What were some of the benefits that you got when you went through the whole period of trying to control the time?
Well, the whole thing is just that realizing that we make time work for us. You know what I mean? That's the biggest part, is that not going ahead and allowing time to control you, slowing things down and looking at it and saying, hey, now how can I make this, maximize this time and make it benefit where it's going to benefit me? That's the biggest part.
Well, I think you can take it a step further. If you knew that you was going to die in 7 days, time would be totally different for you.
Because you'll be going ahead and trying to do everything when you should be doing that anyways. You should be living in the present anyways.
This is what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So it's depending on what we're thinking of. Oh, but most of us like to think in the future. Oh, like right now, there's no football, no basketball. Guys are like, ain't really much to watch, but time is on the end. We always should be accelerating inward. I mean, we're in a time and space right now where the conscious, even the animals are being gifted. So coming to people talking. Go ahead.
Even though it's no football, this, that, or whatever, now you have time. Now you go ahead and put your focus on something else. That's making
everything
time
has
work
its
for you.
Season.
Yeah, you okay, it's not here right now. So look, okay, I need to be reading. I need to be doing this. Okay, I got a lot of catching up to do. That's when you're making time work for yourself, because you're going ahead and you're manipulating the things to go ahead where you don't worry about, okay, yeah, football is far away. It's in August, September. Okay, but what am I going to do right now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, there's things that I have to do and that I need to do today that I can't. That's the whole thing. My parents always say, why put off tomorrow for what you can do today?
Yeah, that was a good saying.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I like to use that mantra like, I could die at any time. And I literally think like that. I could be dead at any time. So I don't never want my last moment to be something that I'd be, disappointed in.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I said, that's why the whole thing, they say each day is a present. It's like, it's a present, gift.
No, each day is a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you open your eyes and that's the present.
But it's only a gift when you absorb love and light. If you're not absorbing love and light and you're absorbing darkness, that's not a good day.
Did you see that thing that I sent you about the pineal gland?
What did it say about it?
It was just showing. It was showing all the scriptures, and I sent it in our text group. I posted.
Oh, I did see that.
It's a little bit lengthy, but man, that dude, it's lining right up with everything. I mean, everything that he say, every scripture, the mountain, it's just telling you like metaphorically, and then he's showing you through, so people that go ahead and say, oh, I don't believe in that. He's showing you. It's really good, man.
I had a conversation with someone the other day. We were just sitting there and he was a devout Christian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rock with God and Jesus till I die, da, 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 da. And I was like, tenfold. But I'm just telling you what ain't in the book. In the book, they don't talk about color. They don't say anything about it. Go ahead, Miss Visa.
You awful quiet, Miss Visa.
She just got her stuff done.
I know.
My mouth hurts. Yeah, when air come in, it hurts when the air hit that tooth.
Oh, I've had that before. I had all four of my wisdom teeth extracted. But yeah, that time, bruh, the focus and what
Hey,
we focus on. Yeah,
that's how I remember when I used to work my job, when I used to be on the way to work or running late or whatever, right now. And then I used to go ahead and say, you know what? Okay, while I'm on my way to work, what we did? We sat there and talked spirit. Okay, then
right.
while I was at work, okay,
You made time work for you.
man, I kind of blocked out almost all that night when I was working there because I was listening to lectures, I was talking spirituality. I did what I wanted to do, so that whole time that I was using, yeah, I was, how you said, getting a spiritual paycheck for it. So
Getting
that
a
was the good
physical
part.
paycheck and a spiritual one because you were using your time correctly. If you had downtime, you reading a book. You trying to get better.
Man, for 5 hours I used to listen to panic lectures when Miss Beeson was on the what was that talk show every Tuesday night. I used to have it down packed. Monday nights or Sunday nights I listen to Miss Blue. Monday nights I listen to what was it, Spirit Doula, and then Tuesday nights I would go ahead and listen to Brother Panic with Miss Visa and them, and that was hilarious, man. I learned so much on that show. I mean, each night I had something where it was like, and then Panic used to be on like almost my whole shift. She used to be falling asleep on there. He'd be like, she,
Oh,
they was,
Patty can go for hours, bro. He was like
and,
Bobby. Bobby can go for hours.
and this was kind of different from his like the one where he just talking, because it was like 6 or 7 people that be on the phone with him.
Oh,
And
okay.
yo, it's, you got to go back and listen. It's hilarious. His homeboy Dame that lived in New York. It was Miss Visa. It was Drunk Sis. It was a whole bunch of them. And then it's something different every week. And it was just, so that's why I said I had a blast at that job, even though I was working overnights. Thank God I ain't doing that junk no more. I love my days, boy. I love this. I love this. I'm getting to enjoy the sunshine. Oh man.
He said,
I
wake up
just
in the morning, but still get off in when the sun's out.
yeah. I'm enjoying it, man. I don't miss that
Well,
place at all.
it just shows you how you can manipulate time. Because,
Hey, and
if
then
you're in a jail cell, time is moving slow, but it doesn't have to.
it doesn't. Hey, but you
It
know
only,
what? And how they say it preserves you, and then you go ahead and then you can get your mental together while you're there too. If you
right.
go ahead
Well,
and apply
a lot of
yourself.
people get blessings in jail, reading books, finding out who they are, coming out a whole different person. My
Hmm.
thing is, you shouldn't have to feel it. You shouldn't have to feel it, go through something to
Have
learn that lesson, to
your
feel it to
freedom
learn.
violated to go ahead for you to learn your lesson.
Right. But,
I
a
get it.
lot of us get, that's a whole different other thing when you go up under the system.
Hmm.
I mean, well, I was just saying that, what do you think about your boy, Trump?
Trump, he just gonna win now,
Uh,
even if it's fake or not. He won.
I
So
said, even if if it was fake and that was a ploy from Trump, that was a genius move.
yeah, and
Have
see the
someone barely missing because I was watching it live, or they had it live when it happened. I was like, oh shit. And I just happened to rewind it. And I went when he touched his ear. Remember when he touched his ear and he's like, ugh, and I looked at his hand, there was no blood. But
then
when he
they
went
came
back,
over.
it was all bloody.
But did
So
you
at
see? Oh
first,
boy said, yo, he stuck up his hand.
they can't kill me.
Yeah, he stuck up his hand like he was saying
That
Black
shit was so
Power.
funny, bro. Yo, man,
Yo,
this is starting to get. Didn't the Simpsons predict?
that's what I thought. But somebody they it's not true. But
No.
they no, somebody had the thing with him, but they said it wasn't a Simpsons episode. But I seen that a
Oh,
long time ago. But they saying that. But you know how they changed the narrative, anyways.
of
Oh
course.
no, they'll pull it and say we never did it, but it's
Of course.
like
Yeah. In
what's
fact,
the
while we on
Mandela
that, we
effect?
should be in store. They about to pull some bullshit off, bro. I don't know
Hmm.
what it is, but I'm feeling it. That
Hmm.
assassination was just the beginning. Because if they
Yo,
think they can get away with some shit, they gonna take it to the next level.
but you know
Like the
what the
moon
thing is?
landing.
The
You
thing?
seen they got a movie out now saying that,
Oh
oh, if
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't make
yeah.
it to the moon, we gonna
Yeah.
have a fake thing to try to
Hmm.
explain.
Yeah, because they don't. Hey, at that moment, you know that you don't fucked up.
The truth is coming out in
That-
every direction, man. This shit is crazy.
that's what it is. That's what it is. The
If
truth
you're a
coming out.
truth lover, you should be loving being alive right now
Hey,
because
you
it
know,
is coming out.
the funny thing about everything though, Mental, is that the people are so wrapped up in this political stuff and it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, they got to give you something to wrap your mind. So we just talked about a lot of the major sports are over with. We got to give them
Hmm.
something else to keep them involved. Remember, television. What does it feed off of? Your attention. If
Hmm.
you give it your attention, gotcha, bitch. Like
Exactly.
David Chappelle would say, gotcha, bitch.
Got you. Hey,
You give it
you know
your
what?
attention, it got you.
I was listening to two things, Miss Visa. I was listening to your playlist today on the Occult Sciences, that book. I started that, and then I tuned into Brother Rich and what's the dude name? The brother that I like on there. Um,
Umar,
no, with the
not
white
Umar,
look.
Brother Seven.
I like Seven, but the other guy, what's his name? He be talking all of the stuff about history, and he's taught real slow.
Not
What's his name?
no, brother.
Rod Wave?
Huh?
Rod
Rod
Wave?
Hayes. Rod
Oh, okay.
Hayes. I like that dude, man. I was listening to him today, and he broke it down. He said the Statue of Liberty was what you call the people that the men that dress up like women?
Uh,
Like
transgender or not a transgender. My
he
God,
said that,
I can't remember, but yeah, I
but
know what you're saying.
it's the one with the men dress up drag or whatever. He
Drag.
he
There you
ex-
go.
he explained it down to the T, and then he said it's the same. It's got the same face that, and I think in another country, and that one represents supposed to be House Satan or something. It's the same face, but they
Mhm.
said it's a man dressed up in drag. The Statue of Liberty. You gotta hear
What is
that,
it?
bro. You gotta hear it.
Well, you
Yo.
got to remember, this is what I love about what's going on right now. Truth is everywhere. Like I was telling you about, oh boy. So we were sitting there talking about, Jesus and God. I'm going with Jesus. God did, he was a Bible thumb, boom, boom, boom. So I said, okay. I said, and we got to talking about melanin and 9 ether. And I was just showing them, Miss Visa, that book that I said I got from you. It was another headbanger. I loved it. It was talking about melanin and history and how everything. There it goes. Now it's coming all around. This is why I originally talked about time, because it was talking about how time. We look at time as linear,
Hmm.
meaning
And
goes.
it's
It's going up.
non-linear.
It's moving on. That's not time. That's what
It's
we've
in
been
and out
taught.
of time. It's a
Yeah,
frequency. Hmm.
Jazzy. It was starting to talk about the Sumerian culture, the Atlanteans, the Egypt. All of these things were functioning on the same level, like parallel levels
Hmm.
at the same time.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's why you
Almost
had
like you could just.
BCE, and then it went down to BC, then AD, and time was all over the place. It wasn't how we think about it now because we've been so conditioned.
Hmm.
And I was like, wow. So you can open up. This is how, think about it right now. You can be in the past, we call it depression. You can be in the future, you can call it anxious. But we can be there without physically being there and feel
Hmm.
the effects. Because
Hmm.
if you're there and something happened to you, that's that trauma.
Vibrate.
It's that energy.
Yo,
But
that's
it's
that's the one I was telling you that, and Miss Visa she sent me her YouTube playlist, and it's the one with Occult Science, and it's telling you how to go ahead and how to do everything. It's I gotta send it to you, Mental. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's explaining the whole thing and how to draw and how people used the different techniques to go ahead and change things around them and stuff to
uh,
help and brought houses and all this kind of stuff.
affirmations and
It's good.
visualizations. I know what you're
It's
saying.
good. It's like it's long, so it's like a 4 or 5 hour one, but it's I mean just each day just take a
Take a
I'm
piece.
just trying to I'm just trying to go ahead because remember I was telling you I was getting so busy at one point that's why I was like last week and I was like, no, call me, don't ask me for nothing because I'm trying to get don't
Don't
ask
call
if it's
me.
can
I'm
I
busy.
if I can, I will you, are you, do you, none of those questions because I'm getting so far off track from, so I'm gonna have to do that while I get back to my thing, taking a break from everything from Thursday. Like when I get off
Just
today,
an adjustment. When you going back on that watermelon diet?
this weekend. I already cut
That's
some
what's
up in the
up.
refrigerator. Yeah. So I'm gonna start when I get off on Thursday, don't go back on until Monday. And then I gotta try to I've still been trying to do the cleanse. I got a new not blender, but juicer. I got a new
Uh-huh.
juicer. I gave my other one to my brother. This one is so sweet too. You could throw everything in there and it just
In separation for you?
it's nice, man. It's
Well,
nice.
look,
There she
I'm in
go.
the other direction, bro. I haven't really been eating. I haven't been hungry. Then when I do eat, it's something small and easy. It's like the whole food thing is starting to get old and tired.
Yeah, but you know
But
what?
I've
I've
been
been
out in the
getting
sun a
dizzy
lot,
though. I've
huh?
been getting dizzy. I've been getting dizzy a little bit because I called my doctor too because he was like, well,
Uh-oh.
you just switch shifts. And
That's
so,
what's
because
up, Miss Visa. Them
what
black
is it?
seeds, you see it.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
once
yeah.
again, that melanin comes into play. You don't
Yeah,
want no
yeah,
light seeds. You want that
yeah,
dark melanin
yeah.
seed.
You got to
Hey,
find the guy on side of the road. That's the one.
yeah.
Right. That do them themselves. Make
hmm
grow them themselves.
Hey, I
Facts.
mean, you got to enjoy it right now because after a while, they don't be right after, like,
No,
remember
down
what I
here in
was having?
Florida, nigga, we got watermelon all year round.
Yeah, not here. I mean, it get to a
You up
point, it
north.
be,
You ain't
yeah,
got nothing all year round.
that's why I'm cutting them all up. You trying to be funny.
I love this heat, this Florida heat, baby.
Oh,
I'm
yo,
90,
but
so nigga, all I do
hey,
is
no,
absorb that sun.
you know what? I can say last winter we had a good winter. It was really not cold here, and the summer has been hot. So keep it up.
Well, remember, winter should be coming to an end. Let's be real.
Hey,
That's where we're at in this game.
the
Winters
last two
should be coming to an end, even though they're trying to seed the clouds and make it still be cold. All this shit is coming to an end.
the
It's
last two
slowly
winters,
happening.
mental. Yo, the last two winters was unbelievable. This last winter right here, it was like springtime the whole winter. It snowed like maybe one or two times. And it snowed like
I already
every
I
know.
lost his
it,
damn mind. Why I call it?
it didn't snow that much here. I mean like one or two times.
So
It was
never,
nice.
never mind. Never mind.
It
What you
snowed
say?
where you was at, Miss Visa.
Hell no, not at
No,
all.
it wasn't
But
snowing here.
that's what yeah.
It
And you
wasn't
say it wasn't
hey,
cold. It wasn't cold to him. It wasn't cold, but I saw it, and it's like,
yeah, it
I
wasn't
don't
Well,
cold.
think
you're
so.
always gonna get
Hey,
a storm here or there in
yeah,
upper New York. That's gonna happen.
but
But if it
but
ain't
I'm gonna tell you,
sustained, I know what Jazzy's saying. It can come and
that
go,
that
nigga.
ain't
That's a blessing.
yeah, I mean, the snow didn't stick. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right. That's a
we had like
blessing.
maybe one accumulation all winter, but everything else has been like it just blew over.
And
Hey,
here we go.
it's been
Back
so
to
warm here.
time.
I see different kind of bugs here that I ain't never seen before.
All
That's
types
how
of shit is happening, bro.
yo.
New species, everything. Remember, we're folding over into this lunar phase. I mean, this solar phase. This next age, the precession of the equinox, this 52,000 year cycle is coming to an end.
mm,
So
Coming
think
to a
about it.
zen.
It's coming to a zen. Thank you. Coming to a point. Not really an end, but just a
And
point.
to a
Because
zen, yeah.
nothing dies. It only
Always.
transforms. It only transforms. And
hmm
consciousness cannot die. It is an electrification of matter. That is what
hmm
consciousness is. And
hmm
centropy.
hmm
Remember we was talking about entropy and centropy? When we
Centropy, yeah.
think, when that light bulb goes off, you have turned nothing into something, into an
hmm
energy, into a
hmm
wave force, into a frequency.
Give me
And that's
everything. Hey, go ahead.
violating time.
In and
Because
out of time, like Prince
you're
said.
not in time when you go in your mind, in your
hmm
spirit. You're outside
hmm
of the matrix,
hmm
outside of
hmm
what looks good, feels good, tastes good. Now you're in a whole new body of light. What type of light? Conscious light, capital L light. Lower L light is light that represents a purpose force. Capital L is consciousness. That means the light force in you has a conscious state. It is self-aware of itself, and that it's in a body, using a body. That's what we got to get back to, because once you can take yourself back, you take yourself out of the matrix. You jump up off the cross of space and time. You've touched the infinite. You've tasted the eternal. And this is what Jazzy would always say, and I'm never going back.
Hey, you gotta be a fool, man. Yeah, I mean, you really. Hey, you know what?
Was like, I'm never going back, baby.
Hey, you know what the thing is, though, Mental? What I realized.
My bad, guys. I was looking on the other thing. Hold on, Jazzy. Let me get a few comments in there. I'm gonna go back because I know where we left. Well, I'm never going back. The Occult Master is one way to get into where you can't get into. Right, get into yourself. Oh, that was sweet. Yeah, winter. We hate winter, bro. Mr. Archer. Oh, and my occult master. So Jazzy, we always talk about once Jazzy jumped, he did his shadow work, because I was there. He did his shadow work. He was moving from that place. He was already off religion, but he was just kind of out there. And then he started focusing in on, oh, there's the path. And once he got on the path, I'll never leave it. I love it.
Hey, I just don't understand. I seen, you know that lady that came up with the angel numbers? The lady that came up, she went back to Christianity. I was like,
Doreen Virtue.
No, go ahead, please.
Doreen Virtue.
Yeah, she went back to Christianity after she did all. I'm just like,
what do you think, Miss
Visa? Though she still collects the money off of her cards and all that stuff. I think it's fake.
Oh,
I mean, she may have done it, but it's like part of a plan, a bigger picture. That's what I think.
Yeah, because I remember Panic was talking about her too. He's like, yo, how can you? And then it was the other chick too. She was doing, what was her name? She used to wear all the weave before, and she I learned so much from her in the beginning too. Then she started always doing cards, but she was the physical laws, all of that stuff. She was going over them, and she had these hats she made with with the eye on it and stuff. I forgot her name. Miss, little skinny chick, but she bounced from thing to thing because she was doing hair at first, and that was her channel. Then she went to spirituality, and she went real big. Then she caught COVID, I think, and then when she caught COVID, I think she got scared or something happened, and then she went back, and then she went to now she a Black Israelite. That's what she went.
Well, you got to remember that religion has a strong hold, so you'll jump. You ain't gonna just jump from religion to spirituality. You're gonna jump from religion to another religion to another, because your mindset is set up for worship. All right. What we do is we change the mindset from worship to self. You want to worship anything, worship the God in self. It's there. It'll help you to be a God.
You know the thing too, though, Mental, is that I'm seeing the evolution in like religion, though, because the whole thing about it, they're evolving. It's just at a slower pace than what we see things.
That's all.
They're not where they used to be when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because it was fire and brimstone. Now, you know what I'm saying?
But the kids aren't afraid of fire and brimstone no more. That shit ain't gonna have no hold.
Yeah, yeah. So now it's almost like they adapt into whatever is culturally that's happening, so they can go ahead but it's just like people are so far gone now because people don't woke up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
you got to remember, everybody gonna go at their stage, at their pace,
and that's
what
fine.
It helps us do is
because it's all gonna come back to.
But it also helps us see where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a reflection of us. Right. So if they're not where they're supposed to be, it's showing you where you was or where you want to be.
Right.
You know what I think also happened with Doreen, and I think you're talking about Pretty Boss.
Yeah, Pretty. That's her name. Yes.
Yeah, because Panic even did she even interviewed Panic once, And I think what happened with them is that they went a little too deep in seeing something that frightened them,
Yeah, that scared them. Yep,
which
yep.
was their self.
Ah,
So it was their
fear will
self.
do it.
But
But
you
you
know,
know
when
what?
you,
It's really themselves that they seen. It's just a
yeah, that's
reflection of.
what they said.
But no one told them that.
But
See,
she was
once you know the
so.
truth of stuff, you got to remember religion is what? Fire and brimstone, demons, devils. They're coming to get you. Anything that's scary to you, run because it's all when you start allowing them to know that that's the trauma that they've been through in their life,
Mhm,
those are thought forms that they have created that they can easily destroy. We don't get that therapy. What do we get? We get the Western. Well, let's say, so you say you wanted your dad.
mhm,
Everything goes back to that ego and Floyd, the psychological aspect of the family and everything's back in it. They can't function in a place of health, mental health, because they don't know what it is.
mhm,
In the book, it was talking about darkness and how everything is from the darkness. Even when the invaders, the colonizers, was colonizing, they were colonizing because they were thinking in a dark mind, which they were. Think about it. So this darkness thing isn't even to be talked about because it's everything. You think in darkness, you're born in darkness, and then we have this light, and everything is so tailored towards what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells
And
good, because they
everything
can
ain't pretty.
control you.
Everything ain't pretty all the
It
time.
is not in this world. It's worse. It's far from pretty. But
Mhm,
we're so desensitized. We see shit.
mhm,
We just talked about president assassination. That ain't happened in a while. We just glassed over it like, could have happened.
mhm,
Could be tomorrow. Who knows? Like it's
mhm,
no big deal, and nothing is a big deal. You see what I'm
mhm,
saying? And
mhm.
not that we're supposed to react to everything because that's what they want you to do. React, talk about it, this, that. Because once again, if you're paying attention, if they got your attention, they got you. But we're supposed to still understand. This is the one thing I struggled with. I wanted to be so spirit that you would just lose being human. You can't even connect to the people that you want to talk to. You know
Hey,
what I'm
but
saying?
that yeah, but that happens in organized religion too. You know what they say? They say you can be so heavily minded where you're no earthly good.
Facts. Because
So you could be
we're
so
here to serve. Believe it or not. Love, capital L, love, is servitude.
hmm
Not
so you could be
servitude
so
in the way that
spiritual
you're a slave,
minded
but right.
that
Because
you
the
and
spirit wants to enlighten everyone.
that's the whole thing. It's just that taking the time. Like, what movie was I just watching? It was something. Ah, and they were showing how each step that the person got to, that what they had to remember where they came from. It's just like it brought them back. Oh, Ezra, it was that movie is so good. It shows about autism. It's a little
Hmm.
boy. The guy plays he's an excellent actor with um it had Whoopi Goldberg. It had what's the dude name? Robert De Niro. It's really good though, but it shows you how you can go ahead and then you can take every little thing for granted, and that you don't know how other people think. Like he was a little boy was in the bathroom, and then we was watching, and then it's like, oh, when Doraemon's like, he just. Then she realized she's like, he's not being defiant. It says pee here, and the little boy he's seen the sign, then he tried to pee up, and the thing, but the way his mind works, you know
Right.
what
I
I'm
see what
saying?
you're saying.
So he wasn't, but it made you really think about, how it's amazing, man. It,
Mm.
it opened my eyes up to a whole different level
Well, listen to
because
this. Your boy said, forget the Pope, but it was around the 14th, 15th century. I'm paraphrasing. Give up a child at the age of 5. No matter what the system he or she goes through, they will always return to the fold. The United States of amnesia. Mr. Archer, you right, because they sure want us to forget. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Because once you start thinking, because you got to remember, once we get back in our right mind, we start to get back pieces of the infinite and the eternal, because that's where we're from. Once the soul starts to operate again, we're working on a whole new frequency. Because now
Oh,
we're seeing things and we're in worlds that aren't here.
mental. I
Think
just want
about
to
it.
tell you this one
Go
last
ahead.
thing. Okay, so the little boy, what happened? The father went on a run to try because the mother was seeing somebody else, and then the little boy had issue. He had autism, not really issues. But what happened
Mhm.
was that they were trying to get him put him in a school and then get him on all these drugs and medication, and dad was like, no. So he kidnapped him and drove cross country, and then everywhere that he went, it was out in nature, and the boy started to come around. Like he
Ah,
he didn't he did everything. You could see that natural things, like he was touching the horses, he was running out in the field, he was, what I'm saying, he just needed to go ahead and be in nature. It was amazing, man. It's called Ezra.
put his,
Make
put
sure.
his feet on the ground without shoes. I know
Yo,
what
it
you're
was
saying.
amazing. It was
Small things.
amazing. He
And
didn't even like the hug, but when his father took him on a journey, he started coming around, and his father started to understand too. But I ain't gonna tell it. Y'all just gotta watch it. It's called Ezra. It's on the Fire Stick. I don't know if it's on Netflix or anything, but I just seen Robert De Niro and I watched it. It's really good though.
tempo. It was good
But go ahead.
spiritual. See,
Yeah,
but that's the good thing. You can get a spiritual message. That's what
and
Bobby Hemming does. When he looks at
and it's
something,
with
he's looking at
time. And the little boy ain't in time. He ain't in time.
right
You
outside
know
of
what I'm
time.
saying? He's outside of time. The issue that they what I'm realizing is that it's not about time with them. We
No,
talking
time
about
really.
time.
Remember, time is within the mind.
Mhm,
Because if you're excited or doing something fun, it goes quick. If it's doing
mhm,
something that you don't really want to do, it goes slowly. It all
mhm,
depends on what your attention is on and how you feel about it.
mhm,
Think about it. That's it.
mhm. What you think about grows. That's the whole thing. Is what you
Everything
put
is
your
going to
mind,
be a projection of your own mind.
your
That's the
mind.
number
Yeah.
one law. Everything is
Mhm,
mental, everything is a projection of your mind. So everything
mhm.
we see is still not real. It's an image through this meat suit. But the meat suit ain't real.
That's the one thing I could say I learned about Panic. He talked about everything is in your mind. That's all. That's the one thing I could say that I learned from him throughout all of the lessons and everything. Everything is a part of your mind. Everything.
Everything.
Everything is
So
a
look
part
at
of
this
your
little
mind.
girl in the picture. All them books around her. Talk to me about her mind. This is what we need. That's what stimulates us.
Mm,
Gets us to the next level. So when she grows up, she got shit already. She's imagined. She got love and you know what I'm saying, power that comes in her that she wants
mhm,
to happen. But
mhm.
and it's all within the mind, all within that time that we talking about.
Yo, so Miss Visa, I wanted that I cut you. We cut you off about Pretty Boss. You said that Panic interviewed her.
She interviewed him. Yeah, it was a
Oh,
good
Oh,
okay,
show.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he still has it, but she had him on, and it turned out to be a pretty good show. I mean, but when she went back, we talked about it. When she went back into Christianity, we talked about it, and I'm pretty sure she got a little too deep and got fearful, became frightened, and
She came online like quick too, boy. I mean, things was just happening for her like automatically, like boom, boom, boom. She was talking about. I was like, man, I was like, whoa, she deep, man. She was good. She was
hmm
good. And then when I heard that, I was like,
I mean,
but hey,
it is
everybody
what
have
it
their
is.
own. Everybody,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what? Everybody have their own. However you get there, you get there. That's why I said I don't really care. My whole thing is I don't care what road you take as long as that you are involved in consciousness.
you
You know what I'm
remember
saying?
you,
That's
you
Look, I don't
remember
care what road you take as long as you're on the road.
yeah,
remember in the
that too.
movie Matrix. Remember in
Mm,
Matrix when Cypher said he chose the Matrix.
mm,
And I see a lot of people, that's how I see her. He
Fact.
wanted to he wanted to stay in that matrix reality. It was too
Mhm.
fearful for him to and actually to do the work.
mm,
That's what he need, Miss
They
Visa.
do the work.
The
And
work.
she had to go back to what the sugars. That's what she wanted to stay. So
Them-
remember he sat down at the table. He started like tasting this steak. He said, "But that ain't even real." But he didn't
real. It
care
ain't
that it
real.
wasn't
Yeah, it
real.
ain't
it
real.
ain't.
Yeah.
Hey, mm,
So
yeah,
that's
it's
what I
never.
thought
It's,
about with her. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, but you know what? Long as she get to where she going, it don't matter. Long as she involved consciousness,
Yeah,
like you said, long as she on the
exactly.
road.
Well,
So I don't really look down. 'Cause that's the whole
no,
thing. Is because
you got to once again. You got to look at everybody that's ain't you as a part of you. So
hmm
if you see that for her, it's saying
hmm
that, oh, Jazzy, are you gonna do the same thing? But you already got it. Oh, hell no, I already know I ain't
hmm
doing that. But I just feel so bad. So it's trying to. That's the message I think it's trying to send you.
mm
People gonna be people. They gonna do what they
hmm
do. You
Yeah,
don't
that's what I
do
say. People
what
are
they do.
people everywhere you go. It's good and bad in everyone. But we learn to live, we learn to live with each other. But we need to survive.
I mean, but
Ebony
if
Ivan.
we think about it, when is the last time any of us purposely sinned? Purposely. I'm gonna steal this
Purposely.
purse. I'm gonna go ahead, Miss Visa. My bad.
No, no, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, when was the last time you purposely sinned? What they would call sin, even though we know there's no such thing, but what they would call sin, done harm to another human being, mentally, physically, emotionally. You heard me? Oh, go ahead.
This is my idea of sin. My only sin I perceive is when you deny yourself. That's the only
Mhm.
thing when you deny yourself, when you're not being true to yourself, living in your authenticity, speaking your truth, and you deny the truth of who you are. I think that's the only sin. To me, that's sin. That's what I
Fact.
consider sin.
If you deny the truth, that would be sin. Period.
Yeah, yeah. I recently went through that like a couple months ago too. I had to go ahead and be like, so hey.
You had to shake it off. What the hell?
Yeah, like I'm going back this way if I
You,
don't go
you,
ahead.
you
I had
you
to
even you even feel it when you feel like you shouldn't do something, but you go ahead and do it. It's not
Mm.
something that against somebody else, but you're like, well, you know what? I shouldn't have um went over there and said whatever. And then when
it's
you
the same
leave,
voice with
you
it's the same
feeling
voice with it's the same voice
you
what they hear like if you take that there's a chance that you might get caught, you go to jail. Just like those boys that's in the homes where it's the same voice that talked to all of us. It's the
Same
same
voice,
yeah,
one.
same spirit of
yeah.
truth.
It's the same
Well,
one. Yeah.
it's just like it's just you. It's just yourself, and you when you deny yourself giving you that guidance, you feel it, and then that's when it sets in, and that's when you feel like, oh shit, you
Yeah,
feeling the regret, you feeling mad, you
I'm
mad at
fucked up.
yourself, you're frustrated, you're going around in these feelings. Now you're depressed. Now you're having anxiety. All these other spirits are coming in to play
Mhm.
simply because you denied yourself, and that's what those energies are attracted to. That feeling right there. Okay, you done denied yourself. Isn't that what also what they talk about? Um, a lot of stories in the Bible when you had to deny yourself, and
Deny
what happened
yourself
to
before
those
the
that did.
Father. That's what they say. Once you deny yourself before Christ, I mean, if you
Well,
can't,
but see,
if
but only thing I would say against that, when you're in the spirit, you don't really want much.
Right,
There's not
right,
really much to deny. I'm gonna be real. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Everything that looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good has lost its attraction. The sugars don't taste sweet no more. Sweet no
Hmm.
more. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I mean, I look at that whenever I talk about sin, I'm talking about a person that's still functioning in their lower
In the
chakras. It's all
lower
about me.
chakra. Yeah,
Right. It's all
yeah,
about me.
that's maybe a narcissist, maybe narcissistic behaviors. Those a lot of times are operating out of the lower self because they're not seeing their worth. They're actually stuck at a certain level where they can only see I can take from someone else, what I can manipulate to
Right.
make it look like
but you know
I'm
what?
something that I'm not. And that's where it becomes a problem because
Right.
that's not actually them. They're not their true selves. They're
They're
denying
refusing to
themselves.
accept responsibility.
Yeah, it's a deeper than that. That's part of it. That's part of it that they
hmm
refuse that
It's
Because
responsibility.
trauma in
what?
there too.
Yeah, it's
It's
trauma.
that wounded child that stays at that age
Yeah.
and
hmm
doesn't know how to express
Grow up.
itself. Yeah, doesn't know how to express itself in a manner to get its needs met without resorting to negative, aggressive behavior to
Mm.
make it look like I'm something that I'm not. That's the main thing about that type of energy. So in
Matter of
that way,
fact, I
that
can't
could
see
be,
that.
but we need it. But we kind of need it because
I'll
those
read it with
opposites
you.
are how we understand who we are. Those opposites are reflecting back to us. You can't know good without bad, right?
Facts.
It's good and
It's
bad
an
in everyone.
impossibility. That's where we're in the realm of objects. Mr. Archer, the legend said, a sin that is not the literal sense, but like Jazzy, not purposely like mental side, is just programming you through low vibrational thought. Facts.
Thought forms, exactly. Hmm.
Thought forms. That's all shit that you made.
Waveforms, different
Because
waveforms.
where did these thought forms and waveforms come from? Things that you like.
Hmm.
That's why
Hmm.
Buddha said, the more you like, the more
The
things you
more you
want and
suffer.
desire, the more suffering you're going to go through.
Hmm.
That was
Hmm.
his number one principle to life.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
more I want from this life, the more I'm going to suffer because of those wants. And that's real. They should teach that in school.
They should teach a lot of this in school. Now they put religion back in school, though. I heard.
Well, they had to, bro. It was always there. Don't get it twisted. When you praying to a flag, nigga, that's occultist, religionist. They call it whatever. But it's just a form of
Patriotic.
programming. Everything they do in
Mhm.
school is programming your ass.
Programming,
Everything.
yeah, programming.
Don't get
It's
it
all
twisted.
programming.
They start early.
It's all programming.
And then they lie to you when they teach you their history. Well, his story. Not history, his story, because the one that comes out on top can say whatever the hell he want to say.
Hmm.
Michael
Hey,
Jackson was white. I go
hey,
there because that's how they do all the people there that were famous. Go ahead.
that's what happened though when you divide. You know, when you conquer, you take on that truth that they give you, their truth.
Right. You take on what their truth, you take on
Truth.
their mindset, their emotional state, their sexuality, you take on everything because you don't know who you are. That was the whole point of quote unquote slavery, was to
Hmm.
strip us of who we are. Willie Lynch syndrome.
Hmm.
That's why he did that. Everything is for a reason. Everything they got out here right now is to keep you off of this ascension that's going on. Keep you ignorant. Oh, I'm telling you, it's gonna get better, Jazzy. Miss Visa, it's gonna get better. And if your
Can you
eyes,
read
the
that?
spiritual eye ain't open,
Can
it
you read
says,
that?
I know, like for me, those thoughts are from my bloodline, LOL, which he's right, your ancestors.
Hmm.
Remember,
Chesters. That's
when
right.
you become spiritual, you cleanse, you
Hmm.
enlighten 7
Hmm.
generations before and 7
Seven
generations after.
generations
You know
after.
why? Because what you just said, Mr. Legend, you are cleansing your bloodline by you knowing the truth.
Hmm.
Because right now, I can feel my ancestors all around me listening
Hmm.
in whatever realm they at, because they haven't ascended to that great realm yet, but they can ascend through us. If they're on the lower chakras, they can grow through our conversations because they're a part of us. We're all in the same stream of energy, conscious form. Remember, there's only one conscious form that's been split up into trillions. Only one. Brother
Man, it's so
Legend,
tight.
when we ought to be in a mystery or my story, exactly, your story,
Hmm.
not everybody else's, just yours. You should have a
Hmm.
story to tell. Facts. You should have a story to tell, and it shouldn't have nothing to do with anyone else. Even twins that are biologically the same, 99% have
It's
different
still
stories
different.
to tell.
Hmm. Every
There's
path
no
is.
way around it.
Hey,
When you
it's the
come down
same
here on this
path,
earth,
but the experiences are different.
what I
That's what
say,
make us.
same drug, different craze, same path, different maze, same math, different age, same craft, different cage.
Hmm.
They don't
That's a
ever
good
do
one.
anything different.
Hmm.
They just recycle the old shit
Hmm.
because they know from generation to generation, motherfuckers ain't smart enough. They're teaching them
Hmm.
right out of being independent, strong, spiritual. It's religion.
Hmm.
Religion is killing us, literally
Yo, so
killing us.
I just want to. I just want to go back to my old job, right? Remember how dude told me he was like, this is the highest you're gonna be able to go. Remember, he was like, so I get to my job now, right? So check this out. After I'm gonna see if I can get in there earlier, but they got a school inside the job. So
Mm.
you can go while you're working, and you can get 2 years, and after you finish, you get taught their way how to do, and it's like a certificate degree or whatever in RF frequency. But the whole thing about it, you getting paid while you working, and I'm like,
And you
and you
getting
can
it
keep
to get better.
and you can
That's
keep
how a
going up.
job is supposed to be. But
Yo,
most people they just trying to make money. Brother Legend said, bro, that bar you said, that should be on a t-shirt. That's in one of my songs, Keep Your Head to the Sky.
mhm.
Show is.
So
But
it's
these are
just
the
like
things I think of. Go ahead.
I'm just like, for 8 years I was in a cage.
But the good thing of it is time
I
really don't
learned a lot.
matter.
Hey,
So what
no, but
the
I'm just saying.
question is, what did you learn? What was
Hey,
the
I
what
learned.
was the lesson?
Hey, I got my spiritual check. That's the one thing I can say. That's the
That-
best thing that came out
That's
of
the
it.
lesson. You
And
were
then I was
there, you
able.
were in a cage, but while you were locked up, Jazzy, you got your science. You didn't have to go to jail to get locked up. Your lockup was work.
And
Same
then
prison. See, once again, same prison, different
my
cage. I mean, same shit.
my I was able to get my kids, and like my grandson and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I was able to watch them in the morning, so I didn't have to pay childcare. Is up. Whew,
Ugh,
whew.
everything's expensive right now, nigga.
Yo, I got engineers at my job that's talking about that they work different shifts because the child care is like
They got big
insane.
habits. Let's be real. Stop it. Tell them to stop. Nigga, cut
Yeah.
back. You don't have to go on 3 vacations. Go on 1. Don't get it twisted. You know how that
He
is.
this my homeboy, right? When I left there last time, he didn't have no kids. Now he got 3. He got married and they had back to back, back to back. And he's like, yo, I work in the daytime and she works at night just so they can go ahead, because childcare.
Right.
You talking like 2,500. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Oh, 25. Ooh.
No, I'm
Damn.
just saying it could be really expensive, for 3 kids, per week. So I don't know. That's it for me.
Shit, what's it? I don't know nothing about that right there, right there.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Oh, it says, wow, I had a song. Oh, I just said it. The musical endeavor, Keep Your Head to the Sky. He said he
Oh,
had a
okay,
song with Keep Your Head to the Sky, too.
okay.
Mince Visa, legend, that synchronous. Yeah, so, I mean, what I love about it is be real. I can see my eyes are open. Time isn't a problem. Space isn't a problem. I can move around all that right now. I mean, I'm in a good spot where even when I changed my thought, I was meditating and I couldn't get the color purple right in my meditation. So all I did the whole day was purple. Everything was purple. Then I meditated that evening and boom, there it was. And all it is a training of the mind. We got to take time to back away from this realm that looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, and go deep within ourselves. Because that's the path. Go ahead, Ms. Beast.
I just said repetition.
Yes, but on good stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's
And
repetition.
your body's going to fight you. Your mind states are going to fight you. Your emotions, because they want to stay the same. They don't want to change. They never want to change. That's the problem.
Like Panic said, you use repetition. So you'll see, think purple all day. The symbol would be a purple shirt, a purple cloth, a
Yup.
purple tee,
Yup.
and just
Remember,
keep it
if you want to
going.
do something, recite it, put it in a tape. Well, damn, can you believe we don't got tape recorders no more? Ain't that
You
something?
just got you got to just go ahead and be saying it over and over and
Listen
over
to
and over
No,
Purple
you
again.
can
Rain.
still do it. Put it
No,
on your
you can
phone,
you
do a
can
voice
listen
recorder.
you can listen to Purple Rain. You could any song that got purple in it. That's
Yup.
what you listen to.
Hmm.
Hey, you can play those at night. Like my daughter, she played a YouTube channel that have all the different frequencies and stuff, and you can do
Yes.
purple, you can do
She plays
green.
that at night when she
She
goes to
played,
sleep.
yeah, when she go to
Yo, man,
bed.
slow her down, bro. She doing too much. God
Yeah,
damn.
you could play it at
No, because
nighttime.
I listen to them at work. When I first come in at work, I like to record the, and it has all the lights,
Mhm.
and I just like to sit there and get my day together. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to, I'm at work, but I'm just zenning in, getting in. All right, I'm here for the kids. I'm gonna work for these goddamn kids today. Today, I'm gonna give these kids these 8 hours.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best to be present with the kids, not just be a goddamn work day where I'm just floating through the day, not really engaged in anything. Yes, no, here you go, boom, bap. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, well, hey, it's been an hour. I really only want to do like 30 minutes, but you know how
You
we
know how
get.
it go.
You know how it go. But this was even, I gotta wait. I can't wait to even flip this back around. I gotta hear it. Because we talked about some things. Spirit came up. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo! I
Hey,
got shivers.
listen to Rod Hayes on Black Magic 363 with Brother Rich. Yo,
Do it. Nigga,
that
this is
new
all
one
about
Oh,
is
knowledge. We
and
don't care how you
reminder,
get it.
guys. Legend, he'll be on Sunday. Y'all
This
have the
Sunday?
flyer. Mm-hmm.
what time?
What time?
You breaking up, Miss Visa?
You heard me?
No, we
No?
didn't hear you. Say it again.
7.
At
Okay.
7. I'll
Mm-hmm.
be there. I will be there, Mr. Legend. Oh, see, you
Be
typed it in 7 p.m. I will be there,
seven.
brother.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
check you out. I'll definitely
Yes,
check you out.
sir.
Did you hear me?
Uh-huh. You said
At
Okay.
7.
7.
Yeah, and skills will be at 12 the same day.
I can't hear you.
What was the next
Skills,
one? There'll be one
skills.
at 12
One at 12 and one at 7.
afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
10-4.
Okay.
10-4. And we always got ours 2 o'clock. Sunday, we're going back into the book of knowledge. We're gonna go deeper into the rabbit hole, other worlds. What that's what I was talking to dude about. I was like, yo, there are books that explain where you go when you leave the earth. It depends on how you use your love and light to help others on this realm will determine where you go on the next realm. And if you didn't use it good, you'll just go to a parallel world and you'll go back to the same shit to try to teach you. You always start off right where you ended up, unless you achieved your mission. I call
Hey,
that Destiny's Championship ring. When you did what you had to do in your lifetime through all the bad stuff that happens to us, we still managed to do it. Then you get that next level praise that, we're gonna take you to a whole new realm. Because you have been the reason the physical is so important. This physical realm, even in the realm of darkness that we are in, we are tried and tested. Think about it.
every day.
Tried and tested. When we go back up to power, there is nothing they can offer us that we haven't been through down here.
Mhm.
Even though it's on a different scale, but it's still the same shit.
Mhm.
Power. Power over others, power over self, power to manipulate, power to lie, power to cheat. All that is just the same power. So when you can do it down here in a physical body, which you won't have up there, meaning you won't have what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smell good, wearing on you, pulling you into the direction. You won't have to eat. You won't need what we shelter, all the stuff for the physical body. So you'll be lighter. You won't be as heavy, as weighed down. That's what the physical matter is. Heavy, light. Okay? So you'll be tried, true, and tested. So they know they can take you to any realm, any physical existence, and you're gonna do the job.
Mm-hmm.
That's our destiny. Every last one of us on this panel, those that are listening, that are getting to this level, that's our destiny. But the next realm we go to, we'll know exactly who we are. We won't have to go through the whole get back to where we are, remember what we forgot.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Jazzy. You was gonna say something?
Oh no, I'm just saying. Sunday at 2 o'clock. We'll be there. It's gonna be. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
Miss
So
Visa, your times again.
1 at
It'll be
12.
on, culturally speaking, on Telegram. For those who don't know, I have one
Right.
at 12 p.m. and one at 7 p.m.
At
And
7.
then I have
Who's on
Okay,
it?
we
Who's the
finished
guest
up with
speaker at 12?
Ricky Skills. He's the
Ricky
one
Fields.
arts meets the metaphysical. He's
Got it.
the celebrity artist. Yeah.
Got it.
He did Brother Panic t-shirts. He's the artist for
Okay.
his shirts. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting because he works with a lot of the quote supposed to be bad kids in Chicago. So I'm very interested in hearing what he has to say.
There we go. That insight into that behavior,
Yeah, that gang
how that
culture,
chaos is
the
working.
whole R&B. I mean, not R&B, the rap culture with King Von and Lil Durk, all that kind of stuff. He talked with them boys, so it's going to be interesting to see how his art helped that culture.
Info.
Yeah,
Info.
and then Mr. Legend, he's the cipher. He's going to be a breakdown on where is he? Where is he? By the way, his
You're
thing
right
is
here. What he said, all you have is your thoughts, especially the thoughts that elevate consciousness. Facts. All you got.
Mhm.
You are. In fact, I take it one step
Can you
further.
hear me?
You
Can
are
you hear
what
me?
you think you are. You are what you think.
His Mr. Legend will be on necromancy and ancestor veneration. A lot of
Oh, okay.
spiritual work. Yeah.
Okay.
So interested in all these New Yorkers.
New
Yeah.
Gonna be
Yorkers.
nice. All these New Yorkers. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
here we go.
only two. I think only two is from Chi-Town. So there's Ricky and Kilo. It was from Chicago, Detroit, those type of area. Oh no, and the last guy, Brother T, he was from Michigan, but mainly San Antonio, Texas. So, but everybody else is a New Yorker.
Yeah, New Yorker. Legend said, Jersey
Oh,
Jersey in
Jersey.
the house, huh?
in the house.
Hey, yeah, so yeah, if y'all get a chance, please watch that Black Magic 363 with Rod Hayes on it, man. Oh,
Was it a
yo.
recent one? It's a recent one or
Yeah,
old one?
yeah, it's a recent one. You'll see it when you pull
Okay.
it up. It's I,
That
I
fire.
love that guy, man. Yeah, it's that fire. It's that
Okay.
fire.
All right,
So
guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thanks
well,
for having
thank
me
you,
on.
Miss Visa, for pulling
Thank
through.
you. Thank
Jazzy
you.
Fizzle, as always. Everybody like, subscribe, share. Look, we all about the truth. We just want everybody to get to the same level. All of us got to go through the same shit to get to the truth, believe it or not. It's just
it's
different things
only
through
one
you, but the
truth,
same
right?
shit. Right. Only one truth.
Hey, and the
So,
truth don't care about you,
it
right?
don't,
That's what we always
yo,
say.
truth
Truth.
don't give a damn about you. You get with it
Mm-mm.
or you don't
That's
get it,
it. That's it.
period.
That's
And
it.
that's the difficult part. But saying
Hmm.
that, thank you once again. Quick car talk. I'll see you Sunday, sir, at 2 for another trip down. We should start calling it a trip down the rabbit hole. What you think? Because we going deep.
Hey, every time, every time,
All
every
right.
time.
Peace and
Okay.
love.
All right. Peace.